Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. We are checking into the Grand Helios Hotel, the hotel located in Orlando, Florida. It just opened up a couple of months ago. It is the hotel that is connected to the Epic Universe theme park for Universal Studios, the brand new theme park that started off big. Room tour. Two queen-size beds. This room cost about $560 per night. We spent 2 nights here during our stay to experience Epic Universe. Kind of a crappy look outside of the window for the hotel here, just looking into the parking lot into downtown Orlando. However, if you are intrigued in paying a bit more money for your stay at the Grand Helios Hotel, you can get a room overlooking the Epic Universe theme park. So I have some cool paintings and artwork here, lampshades, I really like that. About a 45-inch TV here, high definition 4K, coffee maker, ice holder, couple of glasses. Going into the restroom here, you see the white marble and the crystal lights on here. Very nice, seems very fancy. Everything was well lit, very bright. I like the gold pattern on the sink here. More glasses, some soaps, JF. I like the GFI outlets and the side there. This maximizes your electricity output. Toilet is very sturdy, nice. The shower here looks like the JF shower essentials, your conditioner, shampoo, and body wash. I took multiple showers here. It was very nice every single time. Plenty of towels and washcloths to keep our bodies clean in this 90-degree weather. Interesting pattern on this mirror here. I don't know what those spots are. It's kind of reminded me of like a zebra of some sort. I don't know. We have a closet with our hangers, extra pillows, extra blankets, TV with the Grand Helios looking out from the front here. Also, the room comes with an iPad that had control over the lights and the curtains and the TV itself. You have the option, numerous streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, of course. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button to Mark Jack 79 if you wouldn't mind. Very, very cool. It definitely had some interesting features on there. We could do like the turn all the lights off. You could put them on low, you could put them on high. It was very cool, man. Very, very cool. As you can see, I had the option to turn off every light in the hotel room just from the function of the iPad. I had never seen that before. That was definitely a new mechanism for me. You can also open up the curtains from the use of the iPad as well. Definitely felt new age, definitely felt modern, kind of like a Jetsons perspective there. Definitely felt like futuristic. All of our stays at the different DVC Disney resorts over the years, I had never seen anything like this before. So if I wanted to give a leg up to Universal for anything, definitely the technological advancements for sure was really, really cool. Also had the option to order room service from this device as well, whether it be breakfast or lunch or dinner. We did not partake in this service specifically, but I did see numerous plates and catering trays across the hotel as we were walking towards our destinations throughout the duration of our trip. So here's just a little look. Just your typical pizzas and salads, chicken sandwiches, hamburgers, nothing too fancy. It looks like just some easy stuff just to whip up real quick. Some spaghetti, fries, maybe a few desserts, macaroni and cheese, so on and so forth. But I did have a little bit of issue with the iPad. Seems like, especially in the middle of the night when we were sleeping, it'd be like 4 o'clock in the morning and the lights would randomly just turn on while we were sleeping. So we ended up having to call down to the guest service department to kind of file a complaint like, hey, we're both dead asleep and the lights was just turning on us. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, this is definitely something worth mentioning. Now we're entering the gift shop here because of course we're in a brand new theme park and a brand new hotel, so we definitely wanted to acquire some souvenirs. I got myself a Super Nintendo World shirt. Jay got herself a couple of Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic shirts. Very, very fancy, very, very festive, and very, very stylish. I was happy to get them for sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, we definitely saw some cool Epic Universe shirts as well. I'm really liking that Donkey Kong yellow shirt right there. They're super cool. Just like in the Super Nintendo world in California, you have your own Mario section, a Luigi section, a Bowser section, a Peach section, and a Yoshi section. So that's really cool to see. You got our boy Toad. I've never seen such an array of different Nintendo Mario merchandise in one spot before, other than California. So really happy to see that, especially me being a supreme Mario Nintendo fan. But you guys know that. This was kind of the precursor to our visit to Epic Universe, the theme park itself. So I was very excited to see this Nintendo stuff for sure. But once we were concluded with all of our souvenir choices, we walked outside and got a pretty epic, no pun intended, view of the Helios statue. Very, very nice. Very, very festive. Low key, if you're a nerd, if you've ever played the PlayStation game God of War 3, you fight against the Helios, Olympian god as Kratos. I'd recommend everybody do that if you haven't gotten the chance. With all his might and flaming arrow, he holds the power of the sun. He can shoot his arrow into the night sky and illuminate the entire earth. It's pretty cool. So we decided to have dinner at the Flora Tavern restaurant. We were pretty tired from our full day of travel, and we wanted to cap off our night with an exquisite dinner. And we had hoped that this restaurant would fulfill our fancies. Man, I sound like a professional food reviewer, don't I? Don't worry, I'm just an old country boy from Kentucky. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know if I am eating at a new restaurant and a filet mignon or a ribeye is on the menu, I just can't help myself. We're definitely going to go with that. We're definitely going to look for a bourbon or whiskey-esque drink to wash it down as well. As I've mentioned numerous times before on this channel, I am from Kentucky and I am a bourbon enthusiast. So we got this bourbon drink. It has some orange whisk to it and egg white to it. As is interesting. I drank it. I'd only drink it once though. We got some smothered scallops with an onion sauce and a green puree. Very tasty. But this was $36 though for 2 scallops. It's a little high, I'm not gonna lie. They were tasty, but I do have to say this little dish was $36 here. Then we ended up getting the ribeye. It had a green garnish puree with some tomatoes and a garlic butter to top. So this ribeye, it was $58 total. Cut into it, took my first bite. There's not a lot of seasoning there. Cut into it again, took my second bite. Second bite, not a lot of seasoning there again. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh and eighth bite. Not a lot of seasoning here. Okay. Mashed potatoes were okay. They needed a little bit of salt and pepper. The garnish there was pretty tasty. Then we have some broccolini with a little bit of shredded cheese over top. It was fresh. Not my favorite. Ultimately, the total of that meal between the two of us was $258. Not my favorite, dude. The food was a little bit bland. I wouldn't get it again, if I'm being completely honest. So after that, we were treated to a really cool light show outside of the Helios, right in front of the Epic Universe. So that next morning, we decided to grab some breakfast before we entered the park. We got the pastry dish, got some strawberry pastries here, some chocolate, a pecan muffin there. It was okay. Not the best I've ever had. Now, if I wanted to compare it to anything, the pastry dish that you get at the Topolino's restaurant at Disney's Riviera is some of the best pastries I've ever had in my life, FYI. So we got the sunrise breakfast, scrambled eggs. I got turkey sausage, some potatoes, toast, butter. The eggs kind of watered down, not very tasty. The sausages were okay. The breakfast potatoes, put a little salt and pepper on there, they're okay. Toast is toast. It was okay. That total ended up being like $100 because I got some orange juice with mimosas. It was okay. Just a little bit overpriced. Just the taste just wasn't really there, if I'm being completely honest. Just giving y'all an overview look of the main hall of the Grand Helios here. You would think it would be a lot bigger than what it actually is, but it's really not. This is just the entrance if you are staying at the Helios and you're trying to make your way to Epic Universe. It was gated because the park just wasn't open yet. This is first thing in the morning, about 8 o'clock or so. It does have a game room. I do give them credit for the game room. It looks like they themed the video game choices to the lands of Epic Universe. Of course, we have a Mario Kart video game here. We have the Claw, your typical basketball. You can find this at every Chuck E. Cheese, Discovery Zone, any kind of arcade. And America, I like these little grand arcade kind of grab your own toy. It kind of reminds me of Japan. They have these all over, kind of your own Japan-esque claw machines. I don't know what that is. Jurassic Park. It's not a Jurassic Park in Epic Universe, but of course it is in Islands of Adventure, so that's cool. Yeah, look inside there. It looks like you're just fighting dinosaurs with 5 powerful weapons. And also, I don't know what that game is either. It looks like some kind of a racing game. And then we have our exercise room. We have bikes, trikes, treadmills. Looks like you have programmable screens on each machine if you want to get some scenery while you're getting your workout in. You also have towels and it's free water in there, and then you have weights as well. You want to get some strength training in. This is the view that you can kind of see from outside of the hotel. Not really that good. As you can see, kind of see a little bit of the light show from Epic Universe, the main pool. So that's pretty cool. The focus here is definitely not strength training, more so cardio, which always kind of blows my mind because, like, who is coming to these theme parks? I mean, you're easily going to walk around 20,000 steps, 10 miles a day if you spend a whole day in one of these theme parks. So I don't know who still needs to get a good run in or a trike in, but I guess it's there for you. Maybe if you don't plan on attending the theme park, I guess it makes sense. But, also a scale in here. I don't know who needs that, but, there you go. Why not? And I want to show you the walkway leading to the pool as well. Unfortunately, it was a little too early. Like I said, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning while I was exploring this hotel. And the pool didn't technically open up until 9 a.m. And we obviously had a theme park to get to. I don't remember what this game calls. This game where you grab the stick with the pool and you hit the ball into the hole. It's not golf, but you know what I'm saying. The pool hours were 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I just couldn't get in there, but I can give you overview. A lot of cool looking trees. Looks like kind of like an Arab feel to it with that brown, reddish, circular building at the far corner there, as you can see. That's where the bar is, where you can get some food and some refreshments or whatnot, where you're getting your swim on or your sunbathe on. There's also a coffee shop, Starbucks to be exact. Come over here, you can grab yourself a frap, an espresso, or whatever your fancy is to get that energy going so you can go and explore a fantastic day at Epic Universes, which is right outside this doorway here. I'll give you one more grandiose look at the Helios main hall here. It really is a pretty hotel, and at least the main hall is. It's just not a whole lot to do besides just, just the normal stuff. You got a pool, and you got your game room, you got your workout room, but kind of that Disney difference is, like, they be having, like, all kinds of activities and whatnot, especially in their deluxe hotels, like the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian or the Boardwalk. Here, you kind of think you're expecting a little bit more, but it's just not there, man. You're just here to get the normal amenities of a hotel in, sleep, and then hopefully you're going to experience Epic Universe for sure. Kind of showing you the process of getting your tickets scanned and being able to head down into the park, Epic Universe itself, from the Grand Helios Hotel. It really is a spectacular experience, just being able to walk to a theme park. Literally, it's just a 10-minute grace walk from where you just slept at. It's another fantastic look at the Helios statue here. It really is a wondrous structure to highlight the hotel itself. So, kind of a cool nod about this fountain here in between the Helios and Epic Universe. I say every 15 minutes it's usually doing some sort of a water show. Sometimes it's just the spouting of the water. Other times it's playing music and it plays a light show as well. So that's definitely good to know. It's always some form of entertainment going on with it. First look at Stardust Racers, the huge roller coaster that spans almost the entirety of the Celestial Park area, hub of Epic Universe. This was an amazing spectacle to look at. There's certainly no denying that the Helios Grand Hotel is an absolute spectacle to look at from the exterior. But I think the funny thing about it is, as big as it is, it's mostly rooms. Like I noted at the beginning of the video, it's not a whole lot to do within the hotel itself, but at least it's within walking distance of the park itself. So that's definitely the biggest benefactor of the hotel, in my opinion. So we were starting to starve, so we decided to try at the barbecue, the Oak and Star Tavern pub restaurant. This was a really cool, whimsical, atmospheric restaurant that we entered into, and we had a strong hankering for barbecue as well. So heading into here to have some lunch, I ended up getting the brisket barbecue sandwich with barbecue fries, pickles. Man, this thing was good. I'm not gonna lie, dude. When it comes to theme park food, this is easily one of the best sandwiches I think I've ever had. So I ended up putting like a spicy barbecue sauce and a sweet barbecue sauce on my sandwich. Jay got the pulled pork with cornbread, the fries, absolutely delicious as well. Cool thing about this restaurant is you get 4 separate selections of barbecue sauce. You got your spicy, you got your sweet, you got your Hawaiian style, and then you got your light brown style as well. As we continue our tour of the Celestial Park, we are greeted by a wondrous living statue, very beautiful, very elegant, and very cool to see. This is the Constellation Carousel, a very wondrous sight to see. We didn't partake ourselves, but it's still cool. Stardust Racers, easily, in my opinion, the best ride in all of Epic Universe. It was such a wondrous sight to see. Believe it or not, you would think that some of the best rides would be in the themed lands. I would say, definitely the most technological advanced attractions are in the Ministry of Magic and the Dark Universe. But if you're looking for a pure roller coaster thrill, look no further than the Stardust Racers. Very, very cool, man. For anyone that's been going to the Universal theme parks for decades, you may recall the Dueling Dragons, the 2 dragon coasters from Islands of Adventures that would duel one another before they got closed down. This is a reimagination of that concept. The Stardust Racers is 2 spaceships that are shooting and kind of competing with one another. It is 2 different sides, a green and a yellow side. We ended up riding the green side because we didn't want to do the most intense version of the ride. Apparently the yellow version is faster, where the green version has more air time. But I can tell you what, this was definitely my favorite experience throughout the entire day, even more so than Super Nintendo World. It was a fun coaster. I definitely recommend it to any roller coaster enthusiast in the world. I don't think I would put it over the Velocicoaster. I still think that is the best roller coaster in Orlando, period. But I would definitely say that the Stardust Racers definitely takes my official number 2 spot for favorite coaster. I didn't think the Hulk would ever be topped again, but yeah, definitely a wondrous experience that is not to be missed to 1000%. It's so good, man. It's so good. Of course, as you saw, I was unable to film the attraction because I was forced to put my phone into a locker. This is one attraction where they do make you go through a metal detector, and if you have anything of importance in your pockets, they will make you put it up. So be wary of that. I'd be very surprised if we see any kind of a POV of this attraction. You weren't allowed, period. So after our adventures with Stardust Racer, we went and got fish and chips and a horseradish tartar sauce with some lemon, and I got an apple cider. It was definitely delicious. Just some more imagery of the Helios Hotel. It really is such a cool structure to behold. And like I mentioned towards the beginning of the video, there is always a fountain show playing right in the fountain in front of the Helios Hotel. So that is super cool to see and enjoy while we were eating our dinner. So once the nighttime hit, we were able to really enjoy the nighttime atmosphere of Epic Universe. This is one of the prettiest theme parks that I have ever seen when it comes to the nighttime. It's almost like the park really comes alive throughout the nighttime. I think I definitely prefer the nighttime glowing effects of the park even more so than some of your Disney parks. Like I would say Magic Kingdom from Disney World definitely was the best when it came to nighttime aesthetics for theme parks, but I think Epic Universe may have topped it, man. It really is such a beautiful park. It is not to be missed. If you can stick around throughout your day here at Epic Universe, maybe take a break throughout the middle of your day so that you can experience this wondrous park at nighttime, I would absolutely recommend that for sure. The goddess Luna draws the veil across the world as colors pale. Her glowing face reflects the light. Pretty cool, man. Very, very wondrous. Very, very cool. Meteor, that's the restaurant that we ate at earlier. To cap off our night, we were able to experience the rooftop atmosphere of the Helios Hotel, where we had appetizers and drinks to end our night. As you can see, more of a celestial appearance for the rooftop experience as well. So cool, man. This was a very, very cool experience to withhold. If you're able to, spend the money and utilize your time to cap off your night at Epic Universe with the Helios Hotel, I would definitely recommend this as well. It was a very cool experience for sure. Atmosphere was very peaceful. It was a little bit chilly, but overall it was like I said, a very cool experience. We are nearing the end of our experience with Epic Universe, man. So if you appreciated the video, if you are planning an Epic Universe trip in the near future, or if you've already been and you're just sharing in the wonderment that we got to experience, hey, thanks for watching, man. I really appreciate that. If you want to see more content just like this, more theme park content just like this, you know that I am an avid Walt Disney World and Universal Studios fan. Myself and my family loves these parks so much. We travel to them at least 3 to 4 times a year. So if you share in that passion with us, then feel free to join us. As always, thank you guys for the support. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate that. You can follow me at youtube.com/smartjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, thank you guys for the support, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.